Welcome back to Mastering MHA MBA and the final part of Chapter 17. Some companies are so large they rival nations. In Part 3, we step inside the global corporation, its power, its controversies, and the ethical tightropes that come with doing business everywhere at once. Start with the definition. A global corporation or multinational corporation, an MNC, has extensive operations in many countries. The most integrated version is the transnational corporation, which operates worldwide on a borderless basis, with no single national identity. These giants are the main engines of world trade, and their scale is staggering. On any given day, Apple's market value can exceed the entire economic output of most countries. That concentration of power leads to what the book calls the globalization gap, the reality that huge MNCs capture a disproportionate share of globalization's gains, while smaller firms and many nations are left behind. Relationships between an MNC and its host country can go right or wrong. When they go right, both win. The firm gets profits and resources. The country gets jobs, tax revenue, and technology transfer. When they go wrong, the complaints fly. Host countries accuse MNCs of taking excessive profits, dodging local customs, and crowding out local firms, while MNCs complain of unfair rules and broken contracts. That tension makes global business a magnet for controversy. A firm's very nationality can become a political issue. Its power can overwhelm a small economy, and decisions made in a headquarters thousands of miles away can reshape lives in communities the executives will never visit. Scale brings responsibility, whether the firm wants it or not. Nowhere is that clearer than in ethics. Global managers face genuinely hard dilemmas, and the messiest is corruption, using bribes or illegal payments to win business abroad. In some countries, payoffs are treated as routine. Elsewhere, they are crimes. What counts as a normal cost of doing business in one place can be a scandal in another. In the United States, the line is drawn by the Foreign Corrupt Practices Act, the FCPA, which makes it illegal for US firms to bribe foreign officials for business favors. Critics argue it puts American companies at a disadvantage against rivals who face no such rules. Supporters argue that integrity is not negotiable. Either way, global managers must know exactly where that line is. Beyond ethics, simply managing an MNC is hard. The four functions, planning, organizing, leading, and controlling, must stretch across time zones, languages, and cultures. Add currency risk, where profits rise and fall with exchange rates, and you see why running a global firm is far more complex than running a domestic one. Here is where this gets very current. For years, MNCs shifted profits to low-tax havens. In 2025, that is changing. A global minimum tax of 15%, agreed through the OECD and adopted across the European Union, the UK, Japan, Canada, and more, ensures large multinationals pay at least that rate wherever they operate. It is one of the biggest attempts yet to rein in the globalization gap. Let us recap Part 3. Global corporations wield enormous, sometimes nation-sized power, creating a globalization gap. Their host country relationships can go right or wrong. They face real ethics challenges like corruption, bounded by laws such as the FCPA, and managing across borders adds currency risk and deep complexity. This builds on our chapter notes from Schermerhorn and Bachrach's Exploring Management 7th edition on the challenges of global corporations, updated with 2025 developments in the global minimum tax. That completes Chapter 17 on globalization and international business. You now understand why business goes global, the rules that govern it, and the giants that dominate it. In a connected world, thinking globally is no longer optional. If this helped you, subscribe so you do not miss the next chapter, and we will see you there.